Hey guys, welcome back to Fourth Wall Reactions. Today it's time to check out more Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This is Season 1, Episode 6. So far I am really loving the character development that's happening. And even though we're still really early on in the season, I like sort of the world building and teasing of nemesis and other organizations, this whole centipede thing. So they are at once taking their time and building relationships and building characters, but also they're planting the seeds for things to come. It seems like. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. Sorry about the light. It is a cloudy day today. Cloudy days mean lighting shenanigans for me. But anyway, I am really loving the season so far. Having fun getting into it. So I'm really excited to see this episode. Let's check it out.
Hear what? A humming sound. Stay here. I'm gonna take a look around the campground.
So he's dead.
Where's Mr. Cross going?
Tell me nothing like chocolate. Don't know too much.
A little bit.
Everyone to the truck now!
Yeah, right?
Come on, guys. Let's go look for her.
I would stay in that car. If I were one of those kids, be like, nope.
Stay close.
We should just go back.
Oh! Yeah.
Well, you can officially tell your physical therapist that you're fit as their proverbial fiddle, especially for a man of your age.
Man of my age? That's something you say to an old person.
Is it? Well, let's get you some electrolytes, shall we?
How positive she is.
I'm Agent Grant Ward, and I could rupture your spleen with my left pinky. Blindfolded.
Hey, hustle up and grab your gear. We're on a mission. Funny?
Should be proper now.
Great. Thanks.
So sad a man died this way. And yet so amazing.
What sounds?
There's no one on the index with this type of power.
That we know of.
Could be an entry wound, cauterized immediately.
No, don't get...
Freaky.
Free.
Yeah.
It's clean.
Everybody looks clean on their first go around.
Ward's right. We're missing
Zing.
something. We've been pretty tough on her.
She lied to us.
Well,
If she wants our trust back, she's got to earn it.
The background she ran on Cross is a good start.
I mean, she does have to earn it, but they have to give her a chance to earn it.
Scan the perimeter. Whoever did this couldn't have gotten far.
Freaky dicky.
The guy who owns the farm's name is Frank Wheeler.
Oh.
Volunteer firefighter at the same station house as our first victim, Adam Cross. We're looking for a killer.
Yeah. Someone's picking him off. Mm.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Oh! You're...
What are you looking for?
Frankie's dead?
I'm very sorry. You know how it happened? The same way your
You?
other friend. I'm sorry. Your name is? Tony. Tony Diaz.
Satellite's picking up another reading.
It's
It's coming from the firehouse.
It's Tony.
That humming noise, you hear that? No.
Oh.
It's driving me nuts. Mr. Diaz. Are you with me?
In his head. Oh!
Whatever you're doing, make it stop.
I'm not doing anything.
What are you doing with the helmet?
What, the alien thing? It's a souvenir. Not again. It had rust all over it. We were cleaning it.
That wasn't rust. May, don't touch it. Sir, he's not using a weapon. He's infected. I think the helmet was the source of an alien virus.
Clear everybody out. Now. Anything I can do.
Sir, you have to get out of there right now. He's got...
I got hurt once. Pretty bad. And I died. What's it like? It's beautiful.
Tahiti? Oh! Oh.
You better get going, buddy.
Can I not do anything for him? This is so sad.
These cells are from the bodies of the firefighters?
Brain cells, yes, the last vestiges of the infection. What those cells tell us is that we're dealing with a propagating virus, which
The
means...
virus can move from person to person.
Exactly. And that's the
Oh,
most exciting
oh.
part, how it spreads. Transfer, but through electric static shock.
Zip it.
Nothing we've ever seen on Earth.
Virus could alter its host's molecular density and polarity.
So there's something wrong.
I'm so sorry, Gemma. Based on when the firemen were infected, how quickly their symptoms manifested, 2 hours at most.
Yeah.
That's enough time.
How soon can you get us on the ground?
3 hours. Our path
No.
to the sandbox has us right in the middle of the Atlantic.
Sir, correct me if I'm wrong. Landing time.
Simmons will release a pulse that will blow this plane right out of the sky.
Ah.
I can't just sit here and watch her die.
I wish you wouldn't use the word vaccine. It's really more of an anti-serum.
Oh. I know it has to
These
be done,
antibodies.
but.
Coulson, nice to see you're not dead.
Did you get our analysis of the virus?
We did.
So I'm gonna greet people from now on.
No one. I've been ordered to inform you that if you have infected cargo, you need to dump it. From up
I'm
top.
sorry, bad connection. Didn't get that last part.
It's all right. Everything's gonna be fine.
Please stop saying that. I see you looking at your watch.
I was doing just fine tucked away in a safe indoor non-mobile lab at the academy. Then you had to go and drag us into this flying circus.
And don't you dare act like these last months have been the highlight of your entire pasty life.
Oh.
Misty.
Oh.
Really? Well, when did you become so sun-kissed?
You've been beside me the whole damn time.
You have to fix this.
I don't know how, Fitz. There's no one to create an anti-serum from, because no one's actually survived this. Such a diary.
The minky bastard who actually wore the helmet had the virus.
Yet and managed to survive without ever emitting electrostatic pulse because...
It was in. So if I can scrape some epithelial cells from the inside of the helmet, we can create a vaccine.
Yes! Anti-serum! But yes.
Oh.
No! You can't be in here!
Too late. It's done. Just try and do your best to keep your hands off me, yeah?
Fitz, I don't know what you think you're doing.
I'm doing what we always do. We're gonna fix this.
Aww. How are they not a couple? Are they related? Are they cousins? What's going on? Oh. Oh.
Third time's a charm.
I can't breathe. We did.
Uh-huh. Right. Oh. No. Oh, no.
Could you please tell my dad first? I just think my mum would take it better if it comes from him.
We're not there yet. There's still time.
Sir, please.
Getting to me.
Would you mind if I had a brief moment alone with Fitz?
I mean, I think I know that she's still alive, so, like, but it's getting to me.
So sorry.
Oh, what? Huh? What you doing?
Agent Blake is on the line. He wants to know what's going on. If you won't answer, he asks for war.
What is going on?
Sir.
Someone's lowering the cargo hold ramp.
That's what's going on.
Hey! It worked. The pulse just knocked the rat on Kosh.
Oh! Oh! Jeez! Oh! Really? Oh my god, he was just boom! It would be terrifying. Someone had to film this. Hi. Woo!
I thought what you did was incredibly brave.
Suppose now's as good a time as any to tell you that when I gave you back the night-night pistol, I lied. Still an ounce off.
I know.
You do?
I'm Agent Grant Ward.
Oh, no.
I just jumped out of a plane without a parachute on. Saved your life.
Actually, that's not quite it. It's a bit more nasally than that.
My doctors never requested any tests. I ordered them for myself, but you knew that. A piece of paper is telling me that everything's fine. I feel different.
Take off your shirt. Unbutton it. Whether it was 8 seconds or 40, you died. There's no way you can go through a trauma like that and not come out of it changed. You know how long it's taken me to...
I know.
The point of these things is to remind us that there is no going back. There's only moving forward. You feel different because you are different.
I was going to do
I
it.
know you were.
I had the anti-serum, the shoot, everything. I just couldn't get the straps on.
Please.
And, you know, maybe I could...
It wasn't Ward giving me hope when I had none.
Breaking
It was
quarantine.
you. You're the hero.
He put himself in harm's way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. How are they not a couple?
Doesn't give you license to disobey a direct order from HQ. He'd keep pulling stunts like that. Someone might decide to take this little dream team away from you.
I'd like to see them try.
That doesn't sound like the Phil Coulson I used to know.
I suppose it doesn't. Get used to it.
Damn. All right, Phil. Oh, touch Lola. All right, guys, that was episode 6. I really, really loved that episode. It was very nerve-wracking, even though I kind of know just from promotional materials that I've happened to see over the years that I kind of figured she would still be with us, but it still really got to me. It was emotional, it was exciting, it was, I really loved that. I have to apologize to Mr. Tony Diaz because it was a really good red herring. The way they shot him kind of, handling the helmet, and it was a little like, you're the reason. It was incredibly sad what it actually turned out to be. There wasn't anything evil or nefarious. It was just alien DNA run amok. So that was really sad. I was very affected. There were a whole bunch of points at which I was really affected by this episode, but that first scene between Coulson and Tony Diaz was one of them. It felt horrible to be so helpless and not be able to, do anything. It was a very cold, calculated thing to say to Coulson, dump the infected cargo. And by that, what I interpreted that as Simmons. Just dump her. She's infected. That was incredibly cold. I mean, I realize practical, and they don't want the plane blowing up, and they want to get the helmet back to the sandbox, but still, oh my God. The whole plot line with her being the one to be infected, but also the only one who could figure out a way to mitigate the effects of it or come up with the serum, that was really effective. That it was her. I don't know what this relationship is between Fitz and Simmons. I mean, maybe they're just best pals. They went to school together. They know each other really well. I mean, they're both smart, adorable people. How they are not a couple at this moment, I don't know if they ever become a couple. From having just seen these 6 episodes, I totally understand why they are shipped. Because I don't understand how they're not a couple to begin with. But they certainly, whatever the context is, they certainly mean a lot to each other, whether it's friends, whether it's, whatever it is. And I thought it was incredibly brave and touching of him to just, bring the helmet in without regard for his safety. There was no guarantee from his perspective that she was going to be successful in creating a serum or an anti-serum. So he was putting his life on the line for her. Which just shows how much she means to him, regardless of context. I really like her character a lot. Because she's so positive and polite and just... So I like that we had this focus on her and on the two of them doing what they do. Like kind of the banter and a little bit of competitiveness, but since they do specialize in other things, it's not like head to head. I loved all three of them kind of ganging up on Ward a little bit because he is so serious. They have to poke a little bit of fun at him. But what he did was incredibly brave. And it was also brave of Fitz. I do think he would have jumped out of the plane. I mean, he was ready to do it. I don't know that he would have been successful since they haven't gone through the field training. So I don't know how successful he would have been at actually catching her, at actually, administering the thing midair and then pulling I don't know if he would have, but I do believe he would have jumped. I absolutely believe he would have dove after her. But, Ward is like, I got this. It's in his wheelhouse, so to speak. So that was very impressive. And I like that even though this episode wasn't really about Skye, they kind of did a status check with where she is with everybody. Is she, earning trust points? Is she earning her place again? Back into everyone's esteem? And she was incredibly helpful with what she does with the tech. But yeah, it was kind of one of those situations where, you had the tech people and then like the fighter people were just kind of helpless against this kind of problem, which, is what Ward brought up. And they're all sort of helpless and standing back and just watching this whole thing unfold. And there's not a thing that they could do. It's odd, even though I kind of figured it was gonna resolve itself. It just the process of getting there was still very engaging, and I think that just comes from great directing and great performances. So I think I really love this episode a lot. Coulson to me is such an interesting character. I remember him from all the movies, and I remember what happened to him. He was always, the kind of guy in a suit, the agent who's just sort of deadpan. And you do get a lot of that here, these first 6 episodes. But I like when his demeanor kind of crumbles away and you can see the emotion, whether it's, fear for his people or the discomfort that he's feeling with having gone through this experience, or the defiance at the higher ups. I really like that. I appreciate his normal demeanor, but I also really like when that demeanor just sort of falls away and you start to see what Coulson is all about. And I hope we get more of that. But I also hope that they don't abandon deadpan Coulson, because I'm here for that too. That's awesome. And also, Agent May seems to have some sort of identifying... There's must be something in her past that she can identify. Because she came close to talking about that, but... So yeah, just a really great episode. I think one of my favorites so far. I'm glad they all survived the alien virus. And I hope that are they doctors? Are Fitz and Simmons technically doctors? Whether they are or not, hopefully she is recognized amongst her peers for identifying and developing an anti-serum for an alien disease. That's something that doesn't happen every day, yeah? And she did it within a matter of hours. So she's clearly a genius. All right, guys, I think that's it for me today. Thanks so much for watching this one with me. Very nerve-wracking and engaging and emotional. If you enjoyed the reaction, please feel free to give it a like, a share, and a subscribe. Full reactions are on Patreon, and be sure to join me for the next episode. All right, thanks, guys.